As new sexual misconduct allegations emerge against Senator Al Franken, he's set to speak at 11:45 Eastern Time this morning to reveal his plan going forward. Now, more than 30 Democratic senators are calling for him to step down. Question is, should he?
I think it might be strategy right now, because even though I think it's a false equivalent due to the nature of the accusations against Roy Moore, it's being used as a Roy Moore versus Al Franken. And I think when that's the leg that they're standing on and you're saying something has to be done, you have to hold yourself to that and say, let's just get our party clean, and then we can say, we did the right thing. What about you?
So you think it's a sort of this, let's take the high moral ground and maybe others will follow?
It seems political. It seems very political. They're like moving chess pieces around.
Well, when they, as Michelle Obama says, when they go low, we go high. But it doesn't work for the Republicans, the Democrats, to go high, because the other party just gets lower and lower and lower. And they keep winning with the low qualities that they go for. I mean, look at Donald Trump is accused of assaulting women. He's in the White House. This guy grabbed a few women. I'm not saying it was great, but it's not in the same category as Roy Moore or Donald Trump. But and they go out and they say, well, he admitted it. Well, yeah, he admitted to the picture. That's all he admitted to.
But if you think out if you take out Conyers and Franken, and then people can't then say, well, you have this. It's like, to use a Karate Kid reference, it's like, sweep the leg, Daniel. Like, you just get there.
I get that, but I just don't think that they will.
Thank you.
I don't think it matters.
I was a little surprised that so many of the female senators came out, like Kamala Harris and Kristen Gillibrand, and I
Claire
started
McCaskill,
to think,
Maggie Hassan, Kamala Harris, Tammy Baldwin, Debbie. I mean, Heidi Heitkamp. It goes on and on.
Did
You're
you
right.
think maybe there were other? I thought, well, maybe there are allegations that they know about that we don't know about, and that's why they're getting in front of it? Or is it just, let me lead by example, Republicans, and let me show you how it's done?
I think there are 8 accusers right now, and I think that given the climate
of Al Franken?
Of Al Franken, there are 8 accusers against Al Franken right now, and the tally keeps going up and up. I think, as you just said, when you have the female population in the Senate calling for you to step down, that's a whole entirely different thing. I also think that, I keep thinking of your sweater you wore the other day, the future is female, and I think that's going to be such an intense tagline for Democrats going forward in the next election cycle. I know that, if you'd mind me sharing, that you're a fan of Kamala Harris. I know that you're comfortable with me sharing that, and I think those are sort of the people you're looking towards the future, and people like Kamala Harris don't want to be attached in any way with thinking that sexual assault or condoning it in any way is good for the party. And if you have Al Franken standing up at the DNC in 2020 making a speech, that are very uncomfortable optics. So yeah, politics is coming into play in this, but I also think 8 accusers are 8 accusers, and you know, I think that these women are smart to.
Is there no room for apologizing and moving and, you know, going in front of an ethics
committee? Can I point out something? I mean,
there
may be 8 accusers there, but we have a guy sitting in office who has more than 8 accusers, and maybe there's not as many Republican women coming out because there's not as many Republican female senators. So maybe that's,
a true fact.
You know,
there are more Democrats.
there might be more. But, you know, the optics of this is no party should be supporting any of this.
1000%.
Yeah.
No party, you know. So the guy, you know, at the top, you know, who people keep trying to say, well, you know, they keep trying to forget the fact that he also has accusers, and they are very adamant. They're not quiet.
No.
They keep saying, you know, we're here. We're here.
One was on Anderson Cooper last night.
You know,
He's getting away with it, and Al Franken won't, and that's kind of sad.
But will it change Roy Moore? Will it change that dynamic in Alabama?
Let's hold on and find out. We'll come back and talk about it. We'll be right back with Hot